All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we have the Season 3 recap show. The season where I finally realized when I play with some good strikers, it all comes together. So, while no different here than the last two seasons where we dominated in the league, as you see, we finished first ahead of QPR. Not only that, I mean, our defense... while good, giving up only 28 goals is great. I feel like we conceded a lot more than normal. But 106 goals scored is insanely good for me anyways. 36 wins, 7 draws, 3 losses. Oddly enough, out of all those games, we never beat Leicester City, which I think is kind of weird. But... and also we never beat Bolton either. Both games we played with them finished in 0-0 draws. So yeah, good league campaign. As you see, Birmingham City, Bristol City, and Blackpool were relegated. All right, moving on to the FA Cup. This is the game I just got done playing. As you see, we kind of lucked out on the draw a little bit. MK Dons, QPR, Liverpool's a good team. And in the final, might be one of the most exciting games I've ever played in FIFA. I have a feeling I've said that about 5 times, but whatever. Chelsea was up 1-0 basically through the whole game. I scored in the 90th minute to send it into extra time. And then one of my backup... he is a backup, but he was a substitute. Came on and scored 2 goals in extra time to win at 3-1. It was awesome. It was so awesome. I was jumping up and down, but that's a whole other story. The Capital One Cup, as you see, we finished. We won this one as well, and again we got a pretty good draw. Swansea. We beat them 2-1. As you see, Arsenal, we actually went to a penalty shootout and beat them 6-5, in case your resolution is not good enough to read that. And Bristol City in the semis where we beat them 3-0, and then Cardiff in the final. So, Arsenal's a good team, but outside of that, we pretty much had a fairly easy draw there. In the championship playoff, as you see, looks like Wigan is going to be going back up to the Premier League. And then Copa Europe, Bayern in the Champions League any day now. Did this just freeze on me? It did. Okay, well, looks like we're going to have to start this whole video over. Oh, there it goes. Sorry. That's FIFA being FIFA. Barcelona beat Bayern. Wait a second. What? How? Bayern won the Copa Europe. Oh, wait. My bad. Copa Europe. Okay. That's not the same thing as the Europa Cup. Anyways... You guys don't care about this because I wasn't in this competition. And this is really crazy delay here, which is taking up way more time on this video than I really want it to. Oh, for God's sakes, come on, FIFA. So anyways, you have lost your connection to the EA servers. You don't say. Alright, we don't need them right now. Let's go to the squad report. Okay, as you see, Kitchen was the guy we brought over from our youth squad. He moved up 4 to a 71. I'll put it on this because this is what everyone likes to see. Hernandez moved up 4 to a 78. Sewell moved up 4 to a 79. Now, the Marion Sarr player we had as our center back, he demanded to be transferred at the beginning of the season. So we wound up selling it for like $21 million, and then turned around and bought this player who's even better for $8 million from Hoffenheim, and he's up to, like I said, a 79. Portillo moved up 4 to a 73. Kinney, who's one of our youth players, didn't budge, but he's a 76. Bazor moved up 4 to a 76. Aguiar moved up 3 to a 74. Julian Brandt moved up 2 to a 77. Hughes moved up 1 to a 76. Fuster moved up 2 to a 74. Convey moved up 2 to a 77. Those last two guys are youth players, by the way, both 17 years of age. Zelalem moved up 4 to a 73. Tunkara moved up 4 to a 71. Ostunale moved up 3 to a 74. Mwemba moved up 3 to a 76. He's also a youth player. Magana, who's also a youth player, moved up 3 to a 78. Francois moved up 4 to a 71. Antonio Loy moved up 5 to a 73. This guy I signed at the beginning of the season. He didn't even budge. I barely played him too. Mendez Lang, I picked him up from Southampton, figuring, to add some depth. He moved up 2 to a 62. Fabre is a guy I also picked up from Arsenal for 1.1 million. That's kind of cheap. He moved up 3 to a 69. He's just been like a backup center back for me. Miller moved up 4 to a 71. Wilkes is a youth player. He didn't budge. He's a 68. Ramirez is also a youth player. He moved up 2 to a 67. I have no idea why he's very unhappy. Buenacasa moved up 3 to a 71. Ginley moved up 4 to a 64. Avdivai, however you say his name, moved up 4 to a 71. Vada moved up 4 to a 72. Oscar Gill moved up 3 to a 73. Andoa moved up 1 to a 68. Graham moved up 3 to a 69. He was on loan at Wolves for the season. As you see, he got a whopping 0 games. Jean Charles Castelletto moved up 1 to a 63. He was on loan at Bolton, where he got a whopping 6 games. And Eric Palmer Brown moved up 4 to a 66, and he was on loan at Yeovil Town, where he got a whopping 3 games. So let me just see if I can connect to these stupid servers. There we are. One other thing I want to point out. It's a little better now, but I didn't intend for this to happen. But I have all of these players who are on their final year of their contract. And I probably have been able to sign about 3 or 4 players. As you see, Kitchen's one, Fuster's one, Ostonale, I think, is another one. But I mean, my transfer budget is not that big, as you see, 1.35, and my wage budget's only 13,000. And everybody, of course, wants to have first team, minutes, which I can't do that. Anyways, my youth squad. I've signed a couple guys recently, so I think Pidgely is one. He's 60 to 72, 80 to 94. Pinto is 58 to 73, 75 to 93. 72, sorry. Nilsson, 67 to 71, 89 to 94. Enrique 67 to 71, 84 to 90. Gutierrez 66 to 70, 83 to 89. Acosta 72 to 78, 86 to 92. That's really good. And then this Wilkes guy I just recently signed like a couple days ago. His overall is horrendous, but 79 to 94 is worthy of at least taking a pass on him to see if we can get something out of that. Stats. This Austin guy from QPR just dominated. As you see, Fuster had 19 goals. Tunkara had 17. That's pretty awesome. Mwemba had 12. And that's all in there. Assists, Brandt had 12. That Austin also led the league in assists. Aguiar had 9. Hughes and Bezor both had 6, as well as Tunkara. Anybody else on this list? No. Clean sheets, Kitchen had 23 of them. Nope, nobody else. And we'll go to team stats. Goals wise, I had 5 guys with double-digit goals. And then Buenacasa had 8. I mean, it was, we just kind of spread the love around here. Hernandez played in 40 games. I didn't get hit by the injury bug like I did last season, so that was very helpful. Even though it probably wouldn't have mattered this time around because we had such a deep squad. Again, assists just all over the place. No yellow cards the entire season. As you see, this Convy kid is definitely probably my best players. And I'm going to guess Vada finished with the worst at 60. It's always the guys who are the substitutes, except for, man, my center backs, they didn't really grade them out too well. So, you know, that's season 3 in a nutshell. What I'm going to try to do is probably sell a few of the players that only have the 1 year remaining, because striker and center defensive midfielder are 2 positions we are extremely deep in. So I'm probably going to try to sell some of those players and use the money that I get from that to basically re-sign those players and continue to do what we've been doing, which is build through the youth academy. It makes the most sense, and it's probably the cheapest, and you're probably going to wind up making the most money out of that. But anyways, that's really all for season 3. I appreciate everyone for watching as always, and I'll catch you all in the next video I do, whenever that may be. So thanks. Adios.